Everyone, my name is Ryan and I'm going to show you a demonstration of Final Cut Pro X 2011, whatever you want to call it. It's Apple's new editing software, and it's definitely good if you're going to be upgrading from iMovie to this and you don't want to be too intimidated by some of the features. And I'm just going to show you how to get started and some of the basic things that you can do with this right when you open it up and see what you want to edit your project with. So right off the bat, you get started. You'll have a new event selected already for you, so if not, you can go up here and select new event, but I'm going to create a new project. I'll title this as new project 1 or something like that. You can go to set based on the first clip, or you can go to custom, and that's what I'll choose to do. I'll stick with 720 because that's the video format that I'm working with. 1080p works just fine if you're going to be recording with something that is in 1080p. I'll stick with 29.97 frames per second and keep the resolution the way it is. That's good enough for me. I'm going to stick with stereo audio instead of surround because I'm only using 2 audio channels. And keep the Apple ProRes 422HQ as my render output for my audio. And that's all you have to do to just get a new project started in here. And the first thing that you're going to need to do is to import your files into Final Cut Pro. And with previous versions of Final Cut and iMovie, that could be a little bit of a daunting task that would take a while. So I'm just going to show you how fast it is to import about a gig's worth of video into here. So I'm going to take this, try get it right onto there. There's easier ways to do it, but just wanted to show you that's about a gig's worth of HD video imported directly into here, and it works just fine and is easy to edit or put right on your timeline, and I can actually play it right from my timeline without any buffering or rendering issues, and I'm already ready to render and work with this clip. So let's start this out by going over to your selection tools. So you have your basic mouse where you can select and click on stuff, your trim, position, range selection, blade, zoom, and hand. And all of these have amazing uses, and all of them have keys and shortcuts that you can use to get to them. So let's start out with the blade feature. I'm going to just cut this clip in just one chunk here, and let's just cut it in a chunk here. So we just divided our clip and got rid of this chunk right here where I got this kill. Maybe it wasn't good, or part of your clip you didn't like, but the other parts you did. And it's easy as just hitting the delete key to get rid of that part. And you can go through your project really fast by using this blade tool and saying, okay, that part's not good, that part's not good, and oh, I want to keep this one part like right here. And then after you do that, you can go back through and say, oh, I want to delete that, and I want to delete that. And if you want to zoom in on your timeline, it's as simple as going down here to the little zoom button, and it will open up here so you can see your videos easier, and it's easier to cut and trim the video clips or audio clips, whatever you're working with. The one amazing thing about Final Cut Pro X is that I've thrown dozens of audio and video formats at it, and it's read it all no problem, putting it on the timeline, and none of it's having any render issues. So that's one thing that is a definite bonus to editing with this program. I'm going to start this out by showing probably the best feature in Final Cut Pro X, and was an amazing feature in the Final Cut Pro Studio, and that is the fact that you can do full color adjustments in this program now. You can go in and adjust everything, all the aspects of color. I'm going to keep this the way it is right now. I could go in and edit it more, but as you can see, you can do all kinds of crazy stuff in here and really tweak every aspect of the video that you're working with. I will go in and bump the saturation up a little notch just to show you how it can affect the video. If you want to go all black and white for a clip, just drop the saturation down there. You might want to raise the blacks up just a notch, and then when you go into exposure, want to maybe lower the blacks a notch and raise the whites just a bit. But that's if you're working with black and white film. And it really depends on like what your camera's shooting and what time of day what you were filming with or whatever you're working with. So, but for this, I'm going to bring it back into color video. I'm going to lower my exposure just a notch, add a little bit of a cool effect to it, and raise my whites to add a little bit of that background flare color to it. And let's see how this looks. It's a little bit dark, but it's a definite little good demo on what you can do. So that was quite a drastic change between there to there. And you can go in and keyframe, but that takes a little bit of time, and I don't really feel like doing that right now, and I'm sure nobody who wants to throw together a quick project does. So I'm going to show you one of the best features that they brought over from iMovie, and that is the nice variety of pre-built-in transitions, and it's that button right there. And you have all kinds of blurs, dissolves, crazy light things, where you could add like a bloom to your video. I'll throw this in there. Let's see how this looks. So you're going from this clip right here, all glows out, and that's actually a pretty nice little transition, depending upon what you're going to use it with, of course. But it's nice because you're going into a lighter clip, so that actually helps out a bit. I'll keep that like that. Another thing that is amazing about this is just if you're throwing together a quick video, you can add some titles to it really easily. So let's just say we want to just go with the most basic title thing. You can go right here, drag this on, say this is going to be your intro to your video. So let's put it right there. That's your new intro. Make sure you have your inspector selected. I just deselected it. Click on your title. And here you can change your style of font. You could change it manually or do whatever you want in this selection. I'll just keep that as it is. You can change the size of font. It kind of messes up with the animation though for this, so I'll keep it as it is. And it's as easy as just changing it to whatever. So like, hello, hello. I don't know. I'll just type some random stuff in. YouTube. And you can edit all the aspects, and you can even delete certain things if you don't like them. And you can actually make all this type of stuff and just key every single frame drop in where you want text to move, if you want to do it all manually and make something custom and not pre-made. So in here you could change the size, do whatever you really want. You can change the tracking. You can adjust glow if you want to add a bit of a glow to it. It's some really unique things. You could add a basic, let's just add a bit of a purplish glow to it. Add a little bit of a blur. Increase the radius just a notch. And this way you can make something kind of unique and even gives it a little bit of a 3D effect, adding the glow to it. So let's just see how that works. So it's unique, original, and I haven't seen too many of videos on YouTube that use these pre-made things yet. So if you're going to use them early. Otherwise, people might complain about seeing transitions and things that are a little bit too overused. Anyways, I think this is a good point to stop part 1 of my Final Cut Pro X tutorial and introduction. So next time when we get back, I'm going to show a few of the other cool features, like the themes browser, other transitions, and sounds and audio effects off, and see how those can play into a video that you make. So hopefully you enjoy this. If so, please subscribe so you see the next video right when it comes out. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this.